Welcome to Gibraltar, a British overseas territory located at the southern tip of Spain. The landscape is dominated by the Rock of Gibraltar and has a population of just over 30,000 people. And one of those people was a young Ricardo Oliveira. Now, young Ricardo came from a poor family, and he came from a Spanish family. His parents worked in the hotels and were very, very rarely home. This young lad spent the majority of his youth alone. He spent most of his days in his bedroom dreaming of leaving Gibraltar, dreaming of one day becoming something special. And young Ricardo Oliveira was something special. He had a burning desire within him to do something great. Now, not only did he want to do something great, he would love for Gibraltar to be given back to Spain. And due to his father's hatred of the British, he too disliked everything to do with the UK. Once the young boy grew up and started to hang around the streets, he started to realise there was another family out there for him. A local gang took him under their wing and started to teach him how to pickpocket, how to scam, and how to make as much money as possible. By the time he was a teenager, not only was he the best robber, not only was he the highest earner, he was also in charge of the entire gang. Nobody messed with Ricardo. You either respected him or you feared him. By the time he was in his early 20s, he'd turned running a little small-scale gang into a full-time huge operation. They owned casinos all over Gibraltar, nightclubs all over Gibraltar, and he was starting to import more cocaine than anyone else on the coast of Europe. The young man quickly amassed a fortune and built himself a mansion at the top of the Rock of Gibraltar. But if you went inside his house, you'd realise this was a man who didn't need materialistic things. He grew up with nothing. What mattered to him was business, and what mattered to him was making more money. At the foot of the rock, he built his headquarters. Some called it his evil lair, and you could call it that because this guy was now a full-time gangster. Now, as much as he loved Gibraltar, the people on the streets had no idea what was really going on, and if they did, they asked no questions. Ricardo felt like it was time to expand his business, and he moved his main headquarters over to Buenos Aires in Argentina, and he built himself a HQ anyone would be proud of. And while he was in Argentina, he felt a kinship with the Argentinians. They too hated the British. They too had a dispute over an island they believed to be theirs. He felt at home here, and he made many allies. He also decided he needed to get into some more legitimate businesses. But this was going to be the first time in Ricardo Oliveira's life when he'd finally meet his match. And his match was, of course, the Northern Irish billionaire Noah Ryan. But Ricardo Oliveira was determined to be top dog and decided to pump all his money into a weapons factory, and he decided to go for a new contract the American government were giving out. He designed a brand new missile. The thing is, Noah Ryan also designed a brand new missile. He won the American contract. Ricardo Oliveira lost billions of dollars. Next, Ricardo's company designed a new stealth fighter jet. Again, Noah Ryan designed a new, quicker, sleeker, cheaper stealth fighter jet. He won the contract. Ricardo Oliveira lost billions of dollars. Now, Noah Ryan and his smugness was really starting to annoy Ricardo Oliveira, so he made a decision. He was going to get rid of Noah Ryan. Now, Noah Ryan was a very keen skier. Everyone knew he was good at skiing, and everyone knew he liked to go off-piste and test himself. Ricardo Oliveira followed him out to the pistes, paid a technician to alter his skis and make sure they were loose, and then just waited for Noah Ryan to go flying off a cliff. But as we know, Noah Ryan didn't die, he survived. And one thing this did to Noah was made him realise he was being a bad person. He needed to change his life and use his money and his fame for good. And that's what Noah Ryan did. The thing is, this was backfire for Ricardo. Not only was his rival still alive, but his rival was going to keep costing him money. Now, Ricardo Oliveira had started other businesses. He had private hospitals all over the United States, charging stupid amounts of money for people's healthcare. When Noah Ryan decided he was going to open 3 hospitals all over America and pay for them himself, this again cost Ricardo millions of dollars. Next up, Ricardo Oliveira had power plants powered by coal all over Europe. But then Noah Ryan decided he was going to build wind farms all over Europe. This again cost Ricardo billions and billions of dollars. But now Noah Ryan was out of the arms game, Ricardo Oliveira was top dog. His brand new fighter jet they designed for the American government had been accepted, and it had made him a small fortune. The Irishman had beat him at every turn, and no one beats Ricardo Oliveira. He tried to have him killed, and it failed. He couldn't go down the old school route and have him shot. He was too high profile. He wanted to beat him at something. He needed something on him. So Ricardo Oliveira organised a huge billionaire casino party in Monaco. Everyone was there, from the prince to Hollywood A-listers, and Ricardo knew that Noah Ryan couldn't help but blab to his A-list friends. He thought in this kind of scenario, maybe, just maybe, Noah Ryan might give something away that one of his spies could pick up on, and he could use against him. And Ricardo was right. While Noah Ryan was playing poker with two of his A-list movie star friends, he decided to blab his entire plan about Linfield, not realising that Ricardo Oliveira had people planted around the room listening to every word. And one of those people was Ricardo's girlfriend. She told him his Linfield plan, and it was a light bulb moment for Ricardo Oliveira. If Noah Ryan could take a team out of an overseas UK territory and bring it to England, so could he. Now, years earlier, he'd bought a small stake and become a minority owner in a brand new team called FC Boca Gibraltar, who were linked to Boca Juniors in Argentina. He loved Argentina and he had many contacts there, so he decided to buy up the entire club. And due to their mutual hatred of all things English, he decided to hire one of his best friends, Diego Maradona, to be his brand new manager. Now, Noah Ryan had paid a huge fee to be allowed to move Linfield into the English Sky Bet League 2. Ricardo Oliveira, though, he didn't do business that way. So he got in touch with Wayne Rooney's favourite prostitute, and he made sure that the former head of the FA got caught in a compromising position with her. Photographs were taken, people were blackmailed, and Ricardo Oliveira got into the Sky Bet League 2 at half the price. And with land at an absolute premium on the Rock of Gibraltar, he wanted a stadium that would compete with Linfield's new stadium in Belfast. So he built one out at sea on a raft, state of the art, with a dome. But it wasn't finished there. Linfield had brought in Wayne Rooney and Gianluigi Buffon as two big name signings to get the ball rolling. So Ricardo brought in 4 of his own. He brought in 34-year-old Handanovic from Inter Milan, Javier Mascherano from China, Aaron Robben from Bayern Munich, and last but not least, Carlos Tevez from Boca in Argentina. So with his empire built on money laundering, drugs, weapons and fear, Ricardo Oliveira now had a team from Gibraltar in the English Football League. Except Ricardo didn't care about football. Unlike Noah Ryan, he wasn't doing this for the love of the sport. He wasn't doing this to progress a team or a country as a footballing nation. He was doing this for one purpose only, and that was to get one over on Noah Ryan. It was to beat him at all costs, and he would do anything to do that. He was never going to lose to Noah Ryan again. So before their first match, Ricardo had a press conference with Diego Maradona, and he declared to the world his hatred for Noah Ryan and Linfield, and he laid down a challenge to Noah Ryan and his new team. The first to win the English Premier League would be the champion. The loser would have to sell his club and never be seen at a football match ever again. So can Ricardo Oliveira do it? Can he get revenge on Noah Ryan? Can he build a powerhouse of a club from Gibraltar, built on his hatred for the UK? Can he conquer the Premier League? Can he conquer Noah Ryan? Well, we were going to find out in the Tycoon, Ricardo's Revenge. Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to the Tycoon, Ricardo's Revenge. As always, thanks for watching one of my videos. If you're brand new, hopefully by the end of it, you'll be a subscriber. If you're already a subscriber, as always, thanks for watching another one of my videos. I'll appreciate it if you'd all smash the like button. It really helps the video, helps more people see it. Helps the channel grow, so yeah, thank you very much. Also, if you want to help the channel that little bit more and keep it going, you'll find a link down below to my Patreon. So thank you very much if you want to pledge. You're a legend. I love you long time. Right then, the Tycoon, Ricardo's Revenge. If you are new and this is the first video you've ever seen, this is part of a story series I'm making. You'll find the playlist that it's in. And there's a previous video called the Tycoon. Looks like this, but it's a blonde guy and it's green. I suggest you go and watch that, at least the story, and then this might make more sense, basically. But yeah, this is Ricardo's Revenge. You've seen the story now. I think you kind of get the idea. We're going to have two billionaires with teams they've taken from other UK countries and brought to England. So we've got Linfield in Northern Ireland and Boca Juniors Gibraltar from Gibraltar. We're not really going to feature Linfield too much, obviously, because in the previous video, it's going to be all about Ricardo. Now, what I will say is, Noah Ryan at Linfield, I made him quite a nice guy. He's not really trigger happy. He wants the odd superstar buying. And but it's kind of all about youth. He wants to make Northern Ireland better. So it's all about bringing their own players through as well. And every save I've done in this series since Linfield joined the Boodiverse, they've done really well. I've only seen Jose Mourinho, who is their manager, get sacked once. I've seen them just fly up through the leagues, buy great players, have great young players, have that good balance. So it's like a good club, I reckon, to work at. This is going to be totally different. Now, this is based around revenge. He doesn't want, and I've made the club the same as Ricardo. They're not bothered about youth. They've got good youth facilities, but youth importance is 1. Maximum's 20. They don't care. All he's focused on is buy me superstars. He's impatient. If you don't win, you're getting the sack. That's it. He wants a large senior squad of superstar players, and you better win or you're out the door. So it's a bit more of a challenge. It's going to be interesting to see if that works better than the nice guy model. Here's yin versus yang. Good guy, bad guy. Who can get to the Premier League title first? That's what it's all about. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it. I really hope you do enjoy it. So I think we'll just get stuck in, start looking at Ricardo and his team. This will be the last part of the Boodiverse this year. I'm finishing it with this. I've got loads of videos coming out, but they won't be part of this universe. Won't be part of any universe. This is the story one's kind of closing off. So the save file you'll find down below is the last one if you want to get involved and have a play. And this is where we're going to be starting though. This is what it's all about. Boca Juniors Gibraltar, who are a real team. I think they've just been promoted to the Premier League in real life in Gibraltar. I love the fact that they're based on Boca, but they've got no links with them. Now, I have added that link myself. They've not got a link with Boca in Argentina. I've done that. So they have now. They're not a parent or junior club. They're equal partners. But what I like about them is they've copied Boca, but they've gone opposite with the colours. So the home kit's yellow with a blue stripe. I like that. I don't know why. I think it's pretty cool. But you'll see up there, Diego Maradona is the manager. Mascherano, who was off in China, still good player, 34. He's at the club. You've got Carlos Tevez, who I'm a United fan. I used to love Tevez. I had a Tevez shirt with gold Premier League badges on it, his name. I love that shirt. I used to always wear it. And then he went and signed for Man City, and I burned it. Anyway, right. Handanovic, the goalkeeper, he's a key player as well. Don't forget they've got Robin, who is still a decent winger, who will be in League 2. So they've got a bit of an advantage on Linfield. He's really pushing the boat out. Let's look at their general page. You'll see they've got a massive rep. They were founded in 2009, so that's what I pointed to the story that Ricardo Oliveira used to be a minority shareholder, and then he just ended up buying the entire club. A highly ambitious squad. Now, they only had them players. I've wiped all the playing staff, so the computer would give the club a generated squad of Gibraltans, and that's what's going to be good about this. Is Linfield, even though they're playing in England, still get Northern Irish players coming through the academy, right? It's the same with this. They're going to get good Gibraltar players coming through the academy. Better Gibraltar players than they've ever had before because of how good they are and because of how good their facilities are. So this is going to be good for Gibraltar as well, which I like. So that's awesome. First rivals, Linfield. Competitive rivalry. It's there in stone. Brilliant. Here we are with the facilities, and of course it's the Ricardo Oliveira Arena. You've seen it, it's out at sea. That, I'll be honest with you, is an actual concept stadium. I think someone in Singapore is thinking about making. Top corporate facilities, state-of-the-art training facilities. They've got great youth facilities, like I said. but youth importance is low. No one cares about it. Great training facilities, which I didn't mention in the story. It's called the Rock Complex, state of the art. Now, staff-wise, it's amazing, but it's just the same as Linfield. With Linfield, I brought in loads of ex-professionals from United, Terry Henry, just for fun, and I made them good, so they had a really high standard of staff that they could build off. Now, I've done the same here. They've got the same level of staff, so there's no disadvantage. But basically, I went on Maradona's friend list and brought all his friends in. So his assistant manager, Hector Enrique, is one of his good friends. Stoichkov is a good friend. He's a director. So on and so on. You've even got Gabriel Batistuta. There's lots of Argentinians because we're going down the lines of Argentina don't like England and so on. They're coming to conquer England, basically. Now, here's the squad arranged by value. But like I said, it plugs the gaps. You can select that at the start of any save to add players and staff to playable teams. If they haven't got any, the computer will add them. You get an average squad. It's nothing world class, but there's a few decent players. Who's Nathan Kay? 6.5 million. Now, he's not bad. He's a good Sky Bet League 2 fullback. Probably better than Gibraltar have got. And that's going to be the good thing. Oh, look, they're all Gibraltar. And that's what they're going to start bringing through Gibraltar players, which is awesome. And then, of course, he's got Tevez, Mascherano, Robin and Handanovic. Well, they're both favourites to win the league this year, but it's going to be interesting to see how they climb the leagues. Will anyone miss out? I doubt it. I reckon it's going to be a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 all the way to the Premier League. So I think what we'll do is we'll holiday to the point when the both teams are in the Premier League, and we'll go from there. Well, here we are, and it's July 2021, and both teams are in the Premier League, and both teams came up every single year. But it's been a bit different for Linfield this time. A lot different, really. Well, the chairman's probably been tested as well, so it's not the same path Linfield always take. But what paths did both clubs take? Well, in the first year, Boca Juniors won the league. Linfield came second. I kind of maybe thought that because Boca have got 2 stars on Linfield, but still, yeah, it is what it is. They won the first one. The next year in League One, Boca did it again, and Linfield came second. Finally, the championship, and Boca won it with Linfield as runners-up. So like I said, normally Linfield fly up the leagues and Jose Mourinho's still in a job. Is Jose Mourinho still in his job after coming second to their rival 3 years running? Nope. Weirdly, it's Arsene Wenger. Random as anything. So yeah, they've got a new manager, they're in the Premier League, and they're sick of coming second. But if we jump over to Boca Juniors, Diego's still in his job. Him and the chairman are busy mates, but Diego's done his job so far. That's all he asks is win. And he's won every single year. But this is the Premier League now. He's not going to come straight in and win. So I have no idea what kind of expectations they're going to have. But he's still there. So is Mascherano and Handanovic. Now I'm not going to do this all the time because it takes forever. I just want to have a quick look at the kind of money they spent. In that first year, this is that first year in the Sky Bet League 2. Spent 93 million, so they were still able to pull in some big time players. The next year, spent 127 million in the Sky Bet League 2. Yep. Then when they got the championship, they spent 216 million. Wow. That is insane. So yeah, they now got into the Premier League and he's already spent 27 million. But Diego's still in the job, which I think is pretty cool. Well, according to the bookmakers, they think 7th, Linfield in 8th. And I mean, I'm never too accurate at this. I mean, I've done it where I've been predicted to say be 10th, and then I bought a good player and I might have gone up a position. So sometimes it's right. But for 2 promoted teams, that's quite high, really, isn't it? When you really think about it. But who's there? City. Who's been winning the Premier League? So right, Man City have got 2. United had 1. Chelsea had 1 as well. Don't forget this is the Boodyverse. A lot of good players. You've got the class of 2018 at United as well. So I'd expect them to do better. They might start becoming a force so as them kids get older. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. It's got to be all money on Boca, isn't it, really? I mean, maybe it's because he's just full on by superstars. Don't mess about with youth. Get good players now. And it's worked so far. Maybe it's going to work all the way to the Premier League title. So I think that's what we do. Let's just jump to the point where one of these teams wins. So after you've seen more, if you've not got involved yet and you were thinking about it earlier and you didn't, do it now. Let's see. Have a go. Do you still think the team you picked are going to win? Do you think Boca's going to win? Do you think Linfield's going to win? Who's going to win the Premier League? Let's find out. Now we're here. It's 2029. and we've got a winner. Someone has just won the league. Was it Linfield or was it Boca? We'll find out in a minute. But I just wanted to show you this. Now, Gibraltar start off around 185, 195, I think. So they're now 125th. So after about 10 years, that's a good improvement. I think that's a really good improvement for them. What makes me laugh is they've got a 60,000 seater stadium and a population of 32,000. But, you know, it is what it is. Before I'll show you who won the Premier League and who won the Challenge, I'll show you some other wins. And 3 years ago, 2027, Boca Juniors beat Linfield. Hey, how good's that? In the Europa League final. Linfield again got to the final the year after and got beat off Porto. But yeah, I mean, that's not a challenge win. But Ricardo Oliveira would have been absolutely buzzing with that. Boca Juniors have actually won 2 FA Cups. They won it in 23 and 26. And they've been runners-up as well 2 years ago against Manchester City. Linfield have been nowhere near it. And Linfield normally do okay in the FA Cup. What about the League Cup? Again, no Linfield, although Boca have been runners-up 3 times. Wow. How about the Champions League? I hope neither team's got anywhere near this yet. Don't mean they won't in the future. But look at that, Man City won it 5. Oh God, that hurts me. I mean, United winning it 3 times in the recent years has been good, but 5 years on the bounce. Imagine that happened in real life. I can't imagine it. It makes me want to cry my eyes out. So this is the current Boca Juniors team, and if you look at that graph, it might tell you exactly what has happened. Can you guess who won? Linfield did it! Linfield did it on goal difference with 91 points with Manchester United. Boca Juniors came 4th. Linfield, who've been the underdogs, I kind of was shocked. I don't know why, because I pop in now and again on my saves, and it's always Boca this, Boca that. Even if Boca was losing, they were still getting to finals. Linfield have done nothing really, apart from 2 Europa League losses. But they've won the Premier League, so they've won the Challenge. So Ricardo Oliveira sort of got his revenge in the Europa League, but in all, no, the Challenge was lost. Ricardo, you've got to sell Boca Juniors, mate. But it's a Boca Juniors full of talent. I'll just show you this for now. Jacob Janikowski's there. You might remember him from such videos as the Polish Maradona. You've got William Graham from the class of 2018. So, you know, they've got a couple of stars. Marcus Rashford. Brilliant. But look at the values. That is some team that. But I bet it's hard being a manager for him. Is Diego still the boss? Bezzy mates, one with Ricardo. Bezzy mates. No. He was there for 4 years, nearly 5. Got sacked after winning. He won the 3 leagues that got him up there, and I think maybe once he got to the Premier League, it was too much for him. He had a caretaker boss here in Dave. Allegri came in, just short of a year, got sacked. He won a cup, he won the FA Cup. Thomas Tuchel, 4 years he was in the job. Now he won UEFA Cups, he won an FA Cup, didn't he? Right. Fair play. And Pep Guardiola always gets sacked, doesn't he? No, he left. Sorry, Pep. Sorry. Pep normally gets sacked, doesn't he? If you play this game, how often he gets sacked? But he didn't get sacked this time. He's actually left the job. And they've got Valverde as manager. So he's had a lot of superstar managers. And hasn't been as trigger happy as I thought he would be. So, of course, Linfield won. Boca came 4th. But how have they been doing previous years? Did Boca ever get close? So if we have a look at the previous season, no, but Linfield came 4th. Boca came 8th. Wow. 7th. Linfield 8th. And this is some money they've got as well, isn't there? Boca 4th, Linfield 6th. So, yeah. Linfield down there, blimey, Charlie. They had points deducted, so did Boca for budget rules. Just spending money for fun. Now, this is always a fun one to look at, and it is, of course, Ballon d'Ors and Fletcher Jackson from the class of 2018. He's won it the last 2 years. A couple of the other guys from other videos, the Rusco boys, they've done well as well. And yeah, no Boca player. But I just think it's one of them. You could run this again and Boca would do it. I mean, they were, in the grand scheme of things, more successful. It was just all about winning the Premier League. Just for fun, jump forward another 6 years just to see if Boca could ever freaking win it. And no, looks like that title win for Linfield kicked on some glory because they've won it another 3 times since. Boca have managed a runners-up, and that's it. And that's kind of been it. They've managed the Carabao Cup in all that time. This is kind of, they've turned into kind of a sleeping giant, haven't they? Got all this money and promise. It shows you that money's don't always buy you everything. Now, this club is so financially well backed that you could buy superstars every year. It shows you, doesn't it? It doesn't always mean you can do well. Even though they bought some of the great players of the Boodiverse, they still haven't managed to win a Premier League or even a Champions League. So yeah, it's just show you, but I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, that is the end of the Tycoon, Ricardo's revenge, and unfortunately in this video Ricardo didn't manage to get his revenge. Well, he did in some ways, but the challenge he laid out for Noah Ryan beat him again. Noah bloody Ryan, goody two shoes, always comes out on top, doesn't he? But I enjoyed putting together the story. Big thank you to my friend Greenaldo, who let me use his face. He is actually part Gibraltar, which is also helpful. And also, if you came across the Game of Thrones database last year in FM18 on Steam, he built that. It was huge. He worked on it for months. So the guy's an actual lovely fella. Honestly, he's a great bloke. If you had a YouTube channel, I'd point you in its direction. But he doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, he's a great guy. So thank you, mate, for letting me use your face. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed the video enough to smash the like button anyway. And subscribe if you're new. Like I said, go and watch the Tycoon. Go watch all the stories. Go watch my other series. I've got one with the team called Denton Villa, my hometown team. And I've got a Journeyman series. Jump in. Go on. Have some fun. What else are you going to do? Eh? Thank you very much. Also, if you want to help the channel a little bit more, you can pledge to my Patreon. You'll find a link down below. You'll find a link to the save file, remember, for the whole Boodiverse down below. And this is the Boodiverse fully complete for this year. Loads more videos coming out. They're still going to be separate things. So yeah, thank you for the support with this series. It's been absolutely amazing. I've enjoyed every moment of it. Loads of views, loads of comments, lots of love. And appreciate it. You've been amazing. I've been Bood. I'll see you next time.